Hey everyone, welcome to another Still Speaks video, but you already knew that, and we are super lucky to have the Sanctuary Shattered Sun guys once again to tell us all about what happened in the month of November or October. I'm forgetting what month we're in. Somebody please help me. Somebody please tell me. Take it away, guys.
Well, we're certainly in one of those months. Who knows? But what we do know is that we've got like tons of goodies for you. So let's get started. We actually have heaps of stuff. So it's loads of content this month. So because what we're doing in the background is we're working on the game demo. It's not playable yet, but it will be soon TM. So who knows, right? And then basically,
and you're not allowed to see it either until Kickstarter. So we're gonna.
And you're not allowed to see it either. So, but you get
going
teased
dark
about it.
Yeah, we're going dark.
Yeah. So this is actually what we're doing is we're putting in some units that have been on the backlog for a while, but they look cool, so we're putting them in. So this is actually a drone launcher. This structure launches these little attack drones at people over a long range, and then you'll be able to shoot them down and stuff. It'll be great, and they'll be able to shoot each other and things like that. So that's one of the new things we're planning in the game, is one of the sort of stretch goals if we get loads of funding, but we're planning a little bit in advance. We're trying it out. So this is a drone launcher, and there's actually like a little drone elevator. It's all animated together, and it's got like little rails and stuff, but you can't see it. So there you go. That's one of the guard buildings. And then here is an engineer upgrade for the model, a model upgrade for the tier 1 engineer for the guard. And you can see it's got these two little things that fly out, and then it builds with them, right? So these are little construction drones that will be able to fly out later. And again, that sort of ties in with the previous unit, which is a drone launcher. This one is an engineer. They're not really ready to be used, but we've got the model so that when we do have them ready to be used, we've got them right there. So we're just preparing some assets in advance. It's like long-term planning, right? You've got to balance these things. So yeah, and then that's because what we had before is we had some quick models done, and now they're the more final ones for the engineers, right? And then the next thing is some anti-air turrets for the guard, right? This is for the tier 3 anti-air turret. This is a real big one. It actually launches these rocket things.
It's a beast.
Yeah, sure is. It sure is the thing. It's got like six rocket pod things and a radar thing. It looks great.
Yeah, there's an animation I think on Patreon that looks pretty dope.
Well, I mean, we couldn't. Are we allowed to? Yeah, well, too bad. So for some reason, this one has 3 barrels. So if you can upgrade it while we weren't looking. Oh no! It doesn't have 3 barrels. It's got 6, but it's got 6 lights. You see, that's the thing. So this is the animation test.
Yeah.
So you see, it's got like heaps of moving parts. It comes out of the ground and stuff. That's the guard style. They're like coming out of the ground. Right. By the way, here's a fun little fact that you may not have noticed. So these glowing lights, they're actually transmitter receivers on the building. So it shows you that this building is currently actively receiving a transmitter signal. You might be wondering, well, what the hell is a transmitter signal anyway? And it's like one of the game mechanics we got planned in the game, which isn't in the game yet, but we're planning ahead here. And this would allow guard units to have like sort of network connections to each other, and it's essentially an aerial effect where if you have a transmitter antenna nearby your guard units, they get like improved like intel capabilities, so you can see further and things like that, right? And because one of the philosophies that we have behind the game is to really like let players be creative with this stuff. Well, if you have a mechanic like that, it means every guard unit has to be able to benefit from it, like regardless of whether it makes sense or not, right? The players will find a creative way to use it. So every single unit on the guard actually has these hidden somewhere around, these extra lights, and that's just like a visual thing that will help you along. Anyway, enough details. What we got next? Oh yeah, so further planning ahead time, right? We got some Naval Factories for the guard. Here's a sort of it out of the water. Here's them in the water. This is tier 1, 2, and 3, so the rings double every time. I've actually got another animation for you to look at here. So this is the sort of preview of how it's going to work, right? And then, yeah, it actually like unfolds into a circle and then it starts spinning around and stuff, right? And then the tier 2 button's going to come in a minute. But yeah, so again, this is like us planning in advance. We're actually, like, just to be clear, you know, just because we started working on Navy doesn't mean we can commit to like fully shipping the thing right now. What we're doing is we're just laying the groundwork, right? That when the Kickstarter goes, right, we've got all the ducks ready, everything's aligned. We can show that we've shown that we can do it on a little scale, right? All we need to do is just do more of it, really.
It's pretty cool how, like, when it's building the unit, it's all spinning, but then when it finishes, it all collapses down, and then it's just like empty for it to sail away.
Yeah, and that's actually a thing. And what you'll notice is that this thing is animatable enough that the whole structure, we haven't really decided where we're going to do that yet, but the whole structure can actually sink out into the ground to get out of the way of the ship. So I think it's about to do that right now.
Yeah.
Right. And the reason for that is so that the ship can sort of freely move in any direction. It doesn't get stuck on the sides or anything like that. It can just leave, right? Because ships are pretty big. Who knew? You know, ships are pretty big, fellas.
So Navy's not confirmed?
Nope.
No, not confirmed yet, right?
So it's
right.
It's up to the Kickstarter.
It's up to the Kickstarter. That's right, right? But we've shown this is how awesome it's going to be. So you better back us on Kickstarter. Sign up today.
Yeah.
Vote now on your phones. Yeah. And a bonus unit, here's another animation. This is the Guard Alloy Fabricator. We actually have this unit in the game, but being completely honest, I couldn't find screenshots for it. So that's all we got. But yeah. So this is like all the moving parts of the alloy fabricators. That's like the late game eco structure for the guard, because at some point, you know, you're going to run out of free alloy spots and you're going to have like, we'll upgrade all your alloy extractors, right? So you're going to max out your eco. Well, this lets you keep going, right? But it's like you need a lot of energy to run these things. Cool. So what do we got next? Oh yeah, look at that. Some more ships. Again, these are ships actually, if you were really careful, you would have noticed these ships in our cinematic trailer. They're in there. They're rendered in there. And there's a couple of them. And what we had is we had this model lying around, and we just needed to test out some code for ships. Because we're laying the groundwork for these things for later, right? And we needed to put a ship in, so we put this ship in, and now it works. It's great. So here's the chosen ship. And we got some bonus goodies for you as well. So let me just find you. We got some stuff in the VFX department. Everybody likes video content. So we're just working on these sort of visual effects for the power generators and like all the units. You know, it's good enough having models, but what really brings these things to life is the attention to detail, right? And so the power generators, they previously just had these like white spheres, but it was planned that we'd have these visual effects in there that really fill them in and like bring them to life. So that's what they do, right? And by the way, fun fact, this like lens flare is actually a procedurally generated lens flare. We've got like a custom shader that our VFX artist is really proud of. And it generates like you can make it have like different number of streaks and stuff. It's great. And then other VFX, this is the turret for the chosen, the defense turret, right? It fires like a beam at you, but what's cool about it is it's hovering above the ground, and it's just a pretty cool design where, like, you know, it's not like connected by a stick, right? But it's like just really high above the ground, and it's got this energy teller. So that's it, right? And like this one came out really well in the first try, actually. Me and Cactus, who's our VFX artist, we just sort of sat down, and what he did is he's like, well, I've got all these different effects that I've been experimenting with, and like some of them look cool, and I was like, okay, well, let's put this one over here, do this like that. scale this one up and down and like adjust them things. And like, it was like half an hour later we had this. It was actually a really kind of, it was an interesting experience because on one hand it was really fun, but on the other hand I feel like I was a bit backseat driving. I was like, move it to the left, move it to the right. But it came out really well. So there you go. Right. We've really flown through it this time. So that's I think that's it for this month. We've got some more stuff in the store. No, we haven't flown through it. Mike, do you wanna talk about the all the demo stuff we've got? Well, I put this video in the background, so we're starting to play some.
Are we ready to talk about the demo? I thought we weren't talking about the demo yet.
Got to get people hyped. Got to get people hyped for the Kickstarter.
Well, you're gonna have to wait a bit. We're in blackout, man. We don't talk about demo. Demo's good. It's going to be a demo to show like kind of what the game will be like, right? So there might be a ship in there, and you might be able to control it, but it's kind of all slapped together and not fully functioning Navy because we haven't been able to build Navy yet. But still, the demo is going to have some stuff in it. And you can see where it's going, right? Which is the whole point, is, you see like the qualities there. We know how to do it. We know what to do. We just need time. So that's what the demo is going to be all about. We're just starting to get these walkers now. So we've had these models for a long time, but they haven't been walking. They certainly haven't been walking down cliffs. So it's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah. I want to see ships. I want ships. I want boats. I want Navy. So
that's the commander. That's
the God commander. Yeah,
we got to get this. Funded. We got to get this funded.
God's a whole lot creepier than it used to be.
I mean,
God is the creepy guys. And you signed up for the wrong faction.
It made them look like spies.
Yeah, the good guys. Fight me.
I mean, I think Chosen are the good guys, actually.
Chosen are the protagonists, man. They kind of
they're jerks. I can tell.
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
Why'd you make them look so? Why were they made to look so angelic?
True.
Y'all goofed on that one.
Mm-hmm.
But they look good.
Yeah,
they look good. They all look good.
Yeah, making models that look beautiful. Man, we should make them uglier.
Which is your favorite bot? The Steel?
Oh, that's a tough one. I really like that artillery bot, or that one that just got selected. What is that one that got selected? Not this the one? Commander. Yeah, that one. What is that?
That one. That's the laser experimental tier 4 thing. Right, yeah. It's got like two massive laser things. Right? Like each of these will fire a giant laser. It's gonna be great.
I think that will be my favorite, or that one artillery bot. I really like the one that spins. You guys said it.
This one? Yeah. That's a solid choice as well. I have to say the 6-leg artillery bot is my favorite.
Yeah.
I think that the commander gets points for the most unique design, though. I'm actually a chef's kiss huge fan of the 5-leg idea.
I gotta be honest, you guys have very, very interesting and unique commanders. Like even the EDA commander is rather unique as well.
Yeah. Well, glad you like them. Yeah, the kind of the idea was just like hopefully each player would find their own favorite commander and favorite faction because they're all different, right?
I'm sticking with tradition. The Chosen looks like the human. They're the good guys. Looks like a human. Therefore, good guys. Done.
Yeah, that's how it works, isn't it?
That's how it works.
There we go.
They're definitely not the good guys.
All right.
They're certainly guys. Okay. Well, what else have we got? I mean, what else?
I think it's the competition on the forum, is it?
Oh yeah, forum competition. Yeah, so we had like a wallpaper competition that's been running for a while. Vote now on your phones for the most popular wallpaper. For your favorite wallpaper.
Do we got a winner, or are they still voting?
I think still voting, or we got a winner.
No, I think it's got a few days left, like a week left or something.
A whole week. Okay.
So here's our forum. It's got all these things you can click on. It's great. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Yeah. So you can check these out. Vote now on your phones.
Those are
Got all
the
these
selections.
Who's this guy? Who's this guy?
9
2.
outstanding entries.
There was a car in front of me today, and the number plate was I'm 9. And I'm like, hey, I'm 9 too. So good.
Pretty good.
Well, 1 week left on voting, so that must mean I think we got like 7 days left or 6 days left, something like that. So get your votes in, pick the favorite design.
Get on the forum, join it, pick your favorite.
Yep.
Winner gets a 3D
Awesome.
printed what?
Yeah, like the little UEF tank. We were gonna have 4 of them and give out 1 per category, but we didn't really get many participants, so I guess we'll just do 1 for this little guy. Who will win?
I like that. That's neat.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice design there. Wonder who designed that. Someone special.
We're all special inside. You know it.
Yeah, but you're special bread. Who doesn't like bread?
But yeah, that's basically it. We are hard at work at the demo. We will be, we won't really be showing that until Kickstarter, so we can talk about it a little bit, but we can't show it to you.
Do we have an ETA on that Kickstarter?
Soon.
We've been talking about it.
Okay.
There's definitely will be an ATA. Yes.
Soon. Okay. We'll be waiting. We'll be waiting.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, like, because
We're getting there.
as these things happen, right? End of the year is a pretty good to talk about these things. Just it's a nice closing point. It's getting to December now, so
got it. Okay. All right then. I guess that's about it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thank you all. This is for October. It's so late in November that we're doing this, so this is for October.
we should do maybe we should call it a November one. But at this point,
We'll call it October and November. How about that?
yeah, okay, let's do that. Yeah, because it it might be good to like do a Christmas one. I don't know, not a Christmas one, but like a New Year's one, like closing out the year. Yeah,
I think that sounds good. I think we'll meet late December, and we'll call it a closing out or early January, whatever. So this is October, November, and yeah, great. So thank you guys for coming, and everybody, please, you gotta join that Kickstarter, help fund these ships, because I want a fully fleshed out Navy. I want it personally, and I think you do too. So definitely check that out. Join the Discord, join the forums, and vote for your favorite wallpaper, and give them your money. Come Kickstarter, because I know I will. So anything I missed, guys?
you can sign up to a Patreon to give us your money earlier if you want.
They'll make good use of it, I promise you. They'll make good use of it. So anyhow, share with your friends, family, and foes, because need something interesting to watch as well. As always, everyone, GG.